How to plan a romantic picnic. Picnics are a great way to bond with your significant other. It gives you time to talk to a person intimately while remaining in touch with nature. However, for some people, figuring out how to make it romantic can be a challenge. Fortunately, there are a couple of simple steps that a person can take when planning their picnic to make sure that they are fully prepared to romance their person of interest. Part 1: Creating the food and drink. 1. Prepare a mess-free main course. Avoid overly heavy foods and keep it classy. Good choices for the main course include small sandwiches, fresh salad, avocado, or a baguette with specialty meats. Mediterranean foods are also great for romantic picnics. Avoid messy things like pizza or chicken wings. Think of foods that are simple to eat and won't leave a residue on your hands or stains on your shirt. Ask your date if they are a vegan or vegetarian and make sure to see if they have any food allergies. 2. Prepare snacks to eat while you talk. Bring things you can snack on while you talk to your date. Think of snacks that don't require the use of any utensils like nuts, chocolate, a cheese plate, or olives. Instead of cheap snacks like potato chips, use apple chips as an alternative. Fruit like strawberries, blueberries, or cut-up melon is a great snack. Hummus and pita bread are a romantic snack both of you can share. Just avoid the garlic variation. If you're going to bring candy, try to keep it mature. Things like sugar-coated nuts or high-quality chocolate are better than the cheap stuff you'd find at a gas station. 3. Pack some bubbly. You can pack champagne, non-alcoholic champagne, or even seltzer water in flutes for a picnic. If you're younger or need to drive, you should pick the non-alcoholic alternatives. Champagne has long been known as one of the most romantic alcoholic beverages in our culture. If you're on a tight budget, you can get sparkling wine as an alternative. Remember to bring a corkscrew so you can open the bottle. You can keep your drinks chilled with a cooler filled with ice. 4. Make a dessert to increase the romance. If you don't bake, you can pick up fresh cookies or specialty sweets like cannolis or chocolate croissants at a local bakery. However, if you're on a limited budget or like to bake, making desserts at home is a cheaper alternative. Chocolate has properties which promote good feelings and have positive health results. If you don't feel confident with your baking skills, go with the instant bake items that are found in boxes. Part 2: Bringing the essentials. 1. Find an old-fashioned picnic basket. An old-fashioned picnic basket will add to the overall experience. You can find them at most home goods stores, or you can buy them online. If you really want to be authentic, you can visit antique shops for one. If you can't find a basket in time, try using a nice-looking cloth or tote bag. Avoid packing your stuff in a backpack or box, because it will take away from the romance. 2. Bring silverware and avoid plastic utensils. Plastic utensils come off tacky and cheap, so avoid using them unless you're on a budget. Even if you brought finger food, remember you may need a knife to apply spreads or to cut cheese. Bring a zip-lock bag so you can put dirty utensils in it after you're done. Your silverware does not have to be expensive, just make sure it's visually appealing. 3. Pack champagne glasses for your beverages. For an extra special touch, you can serve regular or non-alcoholic champagne in champagne flutes. While crystal flutes are the most formal, glass or even plastic ones are more appropriate for a special picnic. If you do use breakable glasses, keep them wrapped in cloth or a towel during transportation. Stemmed or stemless wine glasses could be nice alternatives to champagne flutes. 4. Bring a big comfortable blanket to sit on. Your blanket should be big enough so you can both sit on it. Avoid white blankets since they can easily stain. Some blankets have a waterproof side which make them perfect for wet grass. If it has recently rained, you can bring a shower curtain lining to put under your blanket to prevent you from getting wet. Down comforters are filled with the undercoating of goose and duck, and are softer than synthetic blankets. 5. Bring a trash bags for your litter. Picnics usually leave a lot of waste, and you don't want to destroy the beautiful environment that you just enjoyed. In addition, your date might not find it attractive that you litter if they're an environmentalist. Littering fines are different in different states, but can be anywhere from $1,000 in fines or community service. 6. Remember to bring napkins. It's not romantic to have a conversation when there's something on your mouth. Because a lot of the food you brought is eaten with your hands, it could get messy. For a more classy experience, cloth napkins are a good alternative to your typical disposable ones. Paper towels also work. Part 3. Finding a location and day. 1. Think of places your date enjoys. It's easy to be romantic if your date is in a location that they already like. Do they like the woods and being around nature, or would they rather be on the beach? Do they like the warm weather and being in the sun, or are they the type of person who prefers shade? Take all of these things into consideration before picking your location. The wrong location will destroy the mood. Make sure that you tell your date beforehand so they can dress appropriately for the location. 2. Research your local parks. Try to find a bigger park that has wide open spaces. You probably want to set the picnic up in a field, so avoid overly wooded areas. Think of places where the weather would be comfortable. National parks often have fees associated with entering ranging from $40 to $60. Make sure to check the park's rules to make sure you can bring everything you want on your picnic. 3. Scout nearby gardens or beaches. If your date doesn't like the woods, you can opt to go somewhere else. If they like the sand and ocean, then the beach is a great place to have a picnic. If the beach isn't their thing, then finding a garden, or just a wide open space outside is a good location for your romantic picnic. A secluded area is the best for a romantic picnic. Make sure to cover your food when on the beach, or else sand will get in your food. Some places restrict the consumption of alcohol. 4. Check the weather in advance. Rain can ruin a picnic, so make sure you check the weather forecast before making any final plans. If there's a big chance of rain, don't risk it. Pick a different day that's convenient for both of you. The weather will also determine what kind of foods complement the picnic. If there's a slight chance of rain, make sure to bring umbrellas. Rain isn't the only thing that can ruin the romance. Extreme heat or humidity can also ruin the romance. 5. Figure out a time for the picnic before it gets too dark outside. It may increase the romance if you plan your picnic around sunset, but make sure that you have enough time with your date before it gets really dark. Factor in how long it'll take you eat and how much conversation you will have. Time flies when you're having fun, so make sure to keep an eye on it. You'll also need to make sure that the picnic coordinates with the other person's schedule. Leave enough time for any unexpected delays.